Yeah, g'day there everyone, and thanks for tuning in once again. Welcome back to a new video. You're probably you might find this location familiar, or you're probably going to recognise this location behind me. This is in fact the same location as the last video. This is actually day 3, back in this same region again. We've come back again today. Conditions are much better today. The wind is gone. And I don't know whether you can see in this video, but you will throughout the day or throughout this video. There's been some snow overnight as well, and there's even a little bit of snow forecast to come through tonight again. So yeah, we decided to come back day 3. Conditions look really beautiful today. There's a car going past. Yeah, conditions look really beautiful once again today. There's a nice little pond just behind me here with some nice swampy sort of tussock grasses, and just from driving past it looks like there's actually a bit of a reflection there. So gonna go for a walk over there and see if we can get a couple of images there with a bit of reflection. There's a lot of low cloud around today. It's the middle of the day. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and there's actually a lot of reflected light. So I'm not sure if you understand the way reflected light works, but reflected light is often when happens in the middle of the day when you have low cloud, is that the sun actually reflects off the clouds and back down onto the ground or onto the lakes or whatever it might be. And sometimes in the middle of the day you'll have really bright glariness in your eyes or on the water, and that's obviously comes from reflected light. So definitely got that today. So let's get out and hopefully we can get a few more good photos. Again, today probably just going to do handheld images like we did in the last video. Might get the tripod out later this evening. We'll just see how it unfolds. Okay guys, so you can probably see this scene behind me here. Just a little lagoon, I guess you'd call it. Pretty swampy around the edges here, so you've got to be sort of careful where you walk. But there's some really nice reflections here of those mountains. Some more sort of nice tussock grasses here. And the light's actually pretty good. Just some handhelds, F11, 1/200th of a second. I just use auto ISO. It's only using ISO 100 at the moment, so lots of bugs around today. I don't know what these things are, little midge flies or whatever they are, but yeah, this is looking good. So got a couple of shots there. Probably won't hang around here for too much longer. Might move on further up this valley and see if we can get a bit closer to these mountains that you can see in the distance there. Okay guys, next location. This one's only about 1 kilometre down the road from the last one. Once again, another one of these beautiful little lagoons. Okay guys, so we made our way a little bit further up to this magnificent lake here. Conditions today are absolutely stunning. Couldn't be better, really. I don't know if you could get much better than this. You can probably see behind me here, these mountains are just absolutely stunning. I'll do a bit of a pan around. Gorgeous light on the mountains. There's been a bit of snow overnight, so absolutely just beautiful. There's a light breeze that sort of comes and goes, but it's only very light, so getting some shots here. I've actually decided to go over to the tripod. I'm using my trusty 10-stop NiSi ND filter. I'm a sucker for a long exposure. Most of the time the reflection on the lake here is actually quite nice, but I'm finding with the 10-stop ND filter I'm getting an exposure time of about 10 seconds. And it's just giving me, I'm a clean fisherman and I've just seen a trout rise over the back here. Sorry, I'm getting an exposure time of about 10 seconds, so it's just enough to take all that ripple off the water and give you that nice reflection. Wind, as I say, it's dropped right off. It's getting close to 4 o'clock. We're still, sunset's not till almost 8 o'clock, so we've still got a few hours until sunset, but we're going to hang around this area. And the forecast this afternoon is actually for the weather to get better and better towards sunset. So as long as that wind doesn't come up, I think we're going to be in for a treat here tonight. Fingers crossed.
Hi guys, I quickly wanted to let you know a little bit more about my photography business. Together with my partner Lisa, we're full-time landscape photographers. We make our income from landscape photography workshops, my gallery and print sales, and some other online sales of accessories and tutorials. We specialise in workshops to New Zealand with over 20 years experience. We also run workshops right here in Australia and also some other international locations. I've got a gallery right here in my home on the New South Wales south coast of Australia where I sell high quality prints of all my best images. Any of my images you see in my videos, on my website, all my social media channels are available as prints. I'm also supported by NiSi Filters Australia, Explorer tripods and Summit Creative camera backpacks. You can buy these products via my website. I'd be extremely grateful if you could ever support my business in any way, and I'd love to see you on a workshop sometime. Feel free to reach out via my website if you have any questions. Thanks again and enjoy the video.
So I'm actually just shooting a pano here. I'm just doing it in landscape orientation. Normally my panos, I do them in vertical or portrait and stitch them together, overlap them by about 2/3 each frame. This one I'm just doing it in landscape. It's zoomed in at about 70mm, and I'm just sort of trying to get a wide view of this this scene behind me here, right around. Not going all the way around to the really bright white mountains here. I'm just getting the softer part of the scene actually, which is sort of hard to see the camera here, but from here sort of around, the background's actually quite subtle and soft, and I sort of like that. So I've actually just finished that pano. I think it was a 4 or 5 shot pano. I'll probably, not sure until I see it on a screen, but I'll probably turn it into like a 3:1 pano or a 16:9 crop or something like that. Potentially cut the top and bottom off it. But if that pano works out, which I'm pretty confident it will, I'm going to show you that shot right now. So in the end I was actually really pleased with the way this pano turned out. So much so that I actually think this is probably one of my favourite images from the entire year. There's something about this image that I just absolutely love. I think that dark contrast at the bottom of the scene and even in the mountain in the middle, and then just the softness of those snowy mountains. Everything about this shot I just really love, and
yeah, it goes without saying that this is definitely my favourite image of this adventure.
Rightio, so we're changing locations for sunset. It's about 5:30. Good light normally starts about 7, so got about a 25-minute drive to another location. We've had one particular shot in mind for the last couple of days and we just haven't been able to get it. The weather hasn't played kind to us, but we need really calm, mirrored sort of reflections and a relatively clear sky, so we're going back to try and see if we can get that shot. Hopefully we can. If we don't, it doesn't really matter. Haven't taken a lot of video today, been more focused on the photography. It's been a photography feast today. Lots of good shots everywhere you point the camera. It looks fantastic. Wide angle lens, mid-range lens, zoom lens, everything looks good today, so should have plenty of good images out of this, which is our goal ultimately. So yeah, I'll report back shortly when we get to our next location. Just taken 2 more roadside stops. One was just back down the road. I didn't even take any video, but I'll show you the image. It was a really beautiful compressed straight down the middle of the road, you know, the road in the middle, cliche type shot, which was taken with a zoom, so I'll show you that one. And also this image here I think is actually going to work really well too. Got these sort of flattened, I don't know what you call these things, reeds or something, and then this beautiful little stream that sort of winds up to these mountains, which I think is also pretty cool. Worth stopping for another roadside shot. Okay guys, check this out. Now we're using a wide angle here on the GoPro, so I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to see what's happening here behind us, but this light in this valley is unbelievable, absolutely stunning. Light rays coming down, so much atmosphere, just absolutely beautiful. Up pretty high here on a high sort of vantage point looking down over the valley, and I'm just shooting a handheld pano actually. I'm using a graduated filter just because the light rays and some of the highlights in the sky are actually really bright, and just doing a handheld pano to pan across the whole valley. Winding river going down the middle, braided river leading up to the light rays at the back there. It's just beautiful, so hopefully this will turn out to be a good pano. Well, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. It's almost sunset. Bit of wind's come up. It's not heavy wind, it's only still pretty light, but it's enough to sort of kill any reflections that we were hoping for, but that's all right. So what we've decided to do, it's only about 20 minutes until sunset. So what we've decided to do, was going to go back down to a lake over here behind me, had a spot earmarked there, but it just doesn't look like it's worth it. It's a bit of a scramble to get to the spot. So just going to take a few zoom shots here, right here where I am. There's a road shot right behind me here, some stunning light on some of these mountains. Just going to get the zoom lens out and just finish the day off with a couple of telephoto zoom shots. And that's going to be a wrap on the second video from this magnificent place in the New Zealand backcountry. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know I haven't even looked at any of these images from the last few days on a computer screen, but I definitely know that you're going to be seeing some good images out of these couple of videos. Well, you would have already seen them. I know that there'll be some good shots there. So some great light, magnificent as always in the New Zealand backcountry. I just want to say thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I always say in my videos, please go ahead, do me a big favour, leave a comment on this video, let me know what you thought of it, let me know what images you liked, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's about it. Take care of yourself and your family, and we'll see you all again real soon.